Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Carve Daily Podcast. I go by the name of Selepe Maifadi, and as you know, I never come to this platform by myself. Cave Magic is always in the building. What to do, KV?
I'm all good, Selepe Maifadi. What's happening? What's happening with you?
Kanti, what do I come as to
Ye-
the show? Do I come as Selepe Maifadi or do I come as Cat like his
No,
own? What do I
you
come as?
know, normally you come through punching, but now it's like jab, 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 jab. I'm still waiting for that uppercut from you. Do you understand? So,
No.
world, welcome to the Carve Daily Podcast. It's a Monday, Carve Music, baby. And we have a dope episode for you guys. So, please stay tuned.
Mm,
Katlego, Selepe,
mm.
Changwizi, introduce our guest.
Yeah, well, the plan is to keep it punchy. Right now, we're switching it up a bit. We're doing, punchy stuff, quick interviews, get you to catch up with the latest drops in music. And that's what we're focused on today. So today we have a gent who goes by the name of Jaye, and he's a young and upcoming pop star who comes all the way from Limpopo, and he has a track that is currently out featuring Tyler ICU and Judith Sephuma. And we were like, hold on, this sounds like a great collabo because so interesting when you think about all those artists coming into one space, and we're like, we need to catch up with Dave, find out what's popping so that we can know more about his music and everything else around his career. Hey Dave, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, and you?
I'm good, thanks, Dave. Dave, we saw your track and
Thank
we're
you.
like, yeah, Judas Puma. I think that was the most interesting one for me when I look at your single Roba. What is it about and how did you come up with this collaboration?
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you for having me. Roba is a song all about kind of me having the idea of bringing out the sound of the city and just describing, just talking about what I'm about and my lifestyle and just the party scene in my home city, basically Polokwane. So that was just the idea behind it, and that's basically the initial idea, and then everyone got involved, and until the product that it is now.
Dave, did you
That's
just say
pretty.
Roba? Like Roba?
Roba. I'll say it nicely. I'll say it
Roba. A
Hey, it's a
Roba.
Roba. And then like in my
My
kids, I'm
apologies.
like,
My
how?
apologies. Yeah.
This
No
gent,
way,
come
Roba.
on.
No, that was
Because like if
yeah.
because even on
Hello.
the song, like when you listen to the
Yeah.
song, like the sound is your sound has I could say
Yeah.
it has matured from the singles that you have dropped because you haven't dropped the full project as of
Yeah.
yet. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Because you've
Yeah.
dropped singles and this song is titled Roba. But when you listen to the song,
Yes.
it's like it's saying Are Robali.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you understand? Are Robali. I'm like, okay, December.
Yeah.
So you're trying to break people's
Yeah.
hips, Roba, and then Hare
Yeah.
Robali. And then you have
Yeah.
Judith Supuma telling the youth to not to Robala. Dude, how
Yeah,
do you
well,
like?
are di
Thing
strata di
is,
botse mo tlile.
yes, it's
Yeah.
basically
Yeah.
strata o'clock. So
Yeah,
I'm
man.
trying to, connect Tyler ICU, Judith
Yeah.
Supuma. Did you just send DMs and be like, guys, let's jump on a
Yeah.
track? Or did you meet somewhere?
Yeah.
Where do you guys meet actually?
Yeah. So thank you, by the way, for the compliment. I like to believe that I'm always striving to mature my sound. So I think that's I'm glad you picked that up. And so but with Roba, I'll say it nicely, Roba, right? So with Roba, um basically, I was at a point where I realized that I was dropping music, but honestly, as much as they all had their own progression, I just felt like it wasn't landing the way I wanted it to. So I decided that, what, let me no take a step back, and that's why I took a lot of months in between to drop this one, because I took a step back and just kind of went back to the drawing board and kind of thought about what kind of music do I really want to put out there that can fully represent who I am. So
Mm.
that's how I came up with the song. And so, yeah, to answer your question, how we met, I remember I hit up Caesar Reason. I hit up Caesar Reason on Instagram, and I was just in a space where I was telling him everything that I just described now, on the type of music that I'd want to release and all that. And then I played him the demo. I because I'm a record producer as well, so I produced the song and everything, and then I played Reason the demo, and he kind of he was impressed. He was like, "Yo, we gotta make this a thing," and that's when we hit up Tyler ICU, and so we met at his studio, and when the song was like, we felt the song was it was actually like making sense. That's when we thought about it, to say, you know what, like, this is such an amazing song. Like, how dope would it be if we got the queen to just grace her presence on the song, Miss Judith Sephuma, and just come in and and that's how it all came about.
But why Judith Sephuma? I mean, there are so many legends. And how did you say, actually, this is a perfect fit for Mama Judith,
Yeah. I think from, just the idea itself, I always, like I said, I wanted something that represented me, and the fact that, I'm pure born Betty, and I felt that there was this gap in Amapiano music where most of the songs, if they had to be sung in an African language, it would mostly be Zulu or any other language, but I didn't hear any Betty piano songs, so that kind of like worried me. I was like, hey, you know what, maybe this is like a space for me to get into and kind of just like be original and be authentic. And the reason we chose Miss Judith is because I realized that she's from my city, like she's the biggest that has ever come out of my city, so we see her as this iconic figure, and I just felt that what better way to introduce a Betty piano song and to include Miss Judith in it, that would be like really, that I just felt that would be the perfect match for the song,
Can the King Munara yana wirang if you're saying you have never heard a piano song in Sepedi?
Yeah. I think with
it's a different sound.
Like, it's a different sound, yes, and also it's not Betty. It's I think it's Bulobedu. Or something like that. Yes. So it's not like Betty, but like the what's that? The dialect that I sing in, like that's the language that Miss Judith is singing in, basically.
So I mean, in 2020 you did you were featured on the hip hop playlist on Apple Music on new hip hop. So why this transition from I get it, you were saying you're trying to find your sound and all of that, but then is this now your new sound, or are you going to be going back into that hip hop space, or like what can we expect? Have you found your sound or what?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I mean, if I'm really honest, I'll always be hip hop to the core, like at my core. I think I always have a space for hip hop in my in my heart and in my catalog. So I feel like that's my, I feel like, my roots. But at the same time, I'm not the type of artist that always wants to stay in one box. I want to explore. I want to further my sound. So I think Roba is another pocket that I found, that I feel like I was able to merge. I was able to kind of like find another pocket in terms of expanding my sound. But yeah, I'm always gonna make hip hop music, but at the same time, I feel like I, even if you listen to the other tracks, like I even dabble into pop and all that. So yeah, I'm just I just like having fun. I don't go in with a certain mentality into the studio. I allow the music to just create itself. Like take the direction of the music is where I go.
I love the fact that you said that you love the direction of where the music is taking you. But the most challenging part will come from when you fully produce, like work on a project. How is it gonna sound like? Because you're gonna have pop, piano, hip hop,
Yeah.
Kwaito, gospel, everything. And one thing about albums is that,
Yeah.
like lately, artists
Mm.
are going back into giving us more tracks in albums.
Yeah.
You saw your Kanye's, you saw your Drake, you saw your Meek
Yeah.
Mills. They gave us like a long track list.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have different genres, right? How are you gonna be able to tell your story from track 1 till track 100 with all these different sounds? Like, what's the idea behind if you're working on a project currently?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a very interesting question. I like that question, because I also, it's something I myself also, ponder on, a lot of times, when I'm organizing my music and just, thinking about the project. But, I just feel like, like you said, we've received a lot of long body of works from these guys, lately. And I feel like if I was to get into an album mode and kind of figure out what I want to do, I think everything that every pocket that I've shown lately, I think that'll be involved in the album. I'll just find a way to, make it cohesive. I think I'll just have to find a way to, make it make sense, but at the same time, not just be like one sound throughout the album, but, kind of have like these different genres in, but like with still maintaining that, that Dave J feel to it, if I can just, put it in simple terms,
That's
Yeah.
pretty dope, because also
Yeah.
that means you're not in album mode yet. You're just having fun with the music. You're just having fun and you're featuring big names like Tyler and having Caesar Alikeline in your DMs. Now you've got a bright future, because I definitely love the Roba song, and I'd love to
Thank you,
see
man.
more of it. See what it does on the charts as well. See what you also do in terms of the rollout of the single as well. So definitely, I want to hear more from you, Kat.
Yeah, are you dropping a video anytime soon?
Yeah, most definitely. Like a lot of things are in the works, a video as well, and yeah, I have more music as well. I think I'm loving this lane that I'm in right now. So, I'll be dropping a lot of content, and just like I can, like you could if anyone wants to be updated, like just go on the gram, like I'll be updating everyone there. So I'm working on a lot of stuff right now.
Dope. What are your handles? Give us your socials so we know where to track you.
It's Dave J. So DaveJaye. So that's it. Just at Dave J all over social media, Instagram. I don't know if anyone uses Facebook anymore, but yeah, just everywhere. So everywhere, that's my handle, and but mostly on Instagram. That's where I'm really active.
Okay, everybody.
Cool.
Everybody, that is Dave J. And he just dropped the track with Judith, Sephuma, and Tyler ICU called Roba. It's a bit of pop, Afrobeats. It's got that Amapiano as well. So you definitely need to go check it out. Thank you so much, Jay, for coming through to the Carve Daily Podcast. We really appreciate the drop, and all the best to all with all your music.
Thank you so much, and thank you guys for having me.
Awesome, you're welcome. So cheers, that was Dave J, everyone. And you all know where to get in touch with us. We are at Carve_Africa on all social media platforms. Do engage with us, interact with us. We can't wait to hear from you. That was Dave. Go check out his single and all his other music. And he said he'll be dropping all that content on his Instagram. Catch all those updates. And from myself, Selepe, Maifadi, I'm outie. Cave Magic was popping. Ravai.
Yeah, we outie. That was a dope interview. Different sound, different opinions as always. So yes, the Carve Daily Podcast. Like I'm sounding like you in the beginning.
So in the beginning, I was doing all of that. Now you're out, you're busy clowning. So yeah, that's what we have for you guys today. We'll check you guys tomorrow. See you on the flip side.